Voice of the people, and of course, 90.3 FM is our very strong dial, our mega dial, our super dial, okay, our super mega dial, okay. Everyone, welcome to Matters, okay. My name is Jude. I do this every day between 1 and of course 3 p.m. But now check time is 1:23 p.m. already, and this is Matters, where we discuss the real matters. All right. Okay, some will say that puts our life in tatters, or that whatever it is. Welcome everyone. Let me help you understand that today we're going to be delving so very deep into some very cogent issues, like very, okay, okay, but then I just want to let you know that we will be touching on a couple of issues, very serious issues, I must say. Okay, I don't know why this man is coming out to say this at this point in time. Yeah, Ned Nwoko, he has given several reasons why Tinubu's policies will not work. You heard me right. Tinubu's policies will not work, and nothing anyone can do about it. That our economy is in tatters. That's what he called it. That's kind of hot anyway. Well, we'll get to touch on that this beautiful afternoon on the show. I would love to also take a trip to River State, where something dramatic is actually played out. Well, as regards face off between Wike and Fubara. Of course, you know that it has taken another turn. Yeah. Well, stakeholders are faulting. Allocation suspension order. Even Atiku Abubakar has come out to say it's not a good thing at all for you guys to just stop sending money to River State. Well, but right now some persons are saying maybe Fubara will be able to do the needful by raising funds, to further the cause of the state, to help the state. Like some persons would say, I was actually reminding some persons that Tinubu did it, while he was a governor. You remember? Some of us should remember this, okay? But now let's see what happens. And don't also forget that oil marketers have actually adjusted their petrol prices nationwide. And of course, they are planning to start lifting petrol from Dangote refinery. This is a good one. Some will say, oh, yeah, it's a good one. This is our own. Dangote refinery petrol. Is our own. So we should do everything possible to buy from our brother. Instead of going out there to buy, why not buy here? Because here, Dangote has actually promised us good fuel, all right? Not the one we've been using before. Not the one where they dry quickly. This one is wet oil, white oil. We'll get to find out more this afternoon. And also, let me also relay this quickly to you that the House of Representatives, has stepped down a motion asking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to resign the decision to change the Ministry of Niger Delta Development to the Ministry of Regional Development. They've actually put that decision aside, resign on the decision to change Niger Delta Ministry. In fact, there is something more you should know. The same guys, all right, have renamed or are about to rename Niger Delta Committee after Tinubu creates the new ministry. That is what you should know. And then, hey, the big news is here. The House of Representatives is actually proposing a bill to increase membership from 360 to 366 extra 66. Amen. And then we'll get to discuss a whole lot this beautiful afternoon, everyone. Okay, join me on this afternoon, and let's talk about our dear country, Nigeria. This is Voice of the People, and of course, we are 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Before I get to introduce my guest, let's go on a very short break. And when I come back, we start talking. Stay there. Don't go nowhere.
It is time for you to move forward. There is a reason for which God put you where you are. You need to find it so that you can live a life of impact.
It's something new on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos.
Today is your day of freedom. Today is your day of deliverance.
It's Moving Forward with Pastor Sarah, a 15-minute teaching of God's Word by Pastor Sarah Omako, Senior Pastor, Family Worship Center. The world is filled with bad news, fear, and anxiety. But God's timeless word brings good news of hope and victory.
If God says you can, you can. If God says you can move, you can move. If God says you will make it, you will make it. Nobody can stop you.
Join Pastor Sarah Omako on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos, and learn how to win in life using God's word every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:15 p.m. Moving Forward with Pastor Sarah on this station.
You see, when you look at the West, Europe and the US and all that, you come to find out that the leadership there are people whose values are different from what we have here. The leaders are not thinking of owning properties all over the world. Go to Dubai, buying like primitive acquisition. They'll buy houses in Dubai, buy in UK, buy in the US, buy in Caribbean. It's a cost. If you go to their houses, you see not less than 20 to 30 vehicles, and they enjoy it. They like moving in convoy of not less than 20, 30 vehicles at a time, so that they will be the people that are calling the shots. In US, if you are a governor of, let me give you an instance like California, which is the richest state in the US. You as a governor, if you dare put on convoy, you will not stay more than 24 hours in that office as governor of California. You cannot. I gave you an instance the other time that in 2005, I went to eat in a restaurant. The governor of Texas drove in. He came alone. I didn't even know him. It was my late friend who took me out that was telling me that this man is the governor of Texas. If it were in Nigeria, they'll drive away everybody in that restaurant. Or convoy with escort, police, DSS, military, everybody would have gone down the whole of the restaurant. Try it in America. The next day you are gone. And you may go to prison for even trying that. Who are you as a governor in the US for you to take a private jet? What they are doing here, this scam they are doing here and calling themselves governors. You dare not. If you try it, you will pay through you tell them where you're going to get the money from to go and charter a jet. You enter the commercial jet and sit like every other person. Nobody cares. Nobody will be accompanying you to airport, clearing everywhere. People will be carrying bags. No. It's terrible. I landed in JFK 216. I was in the business class with one of the governors. He queued over there and he behaved himself. He cannot jump the queue. If he jumps the queue, he may end up not even entering US. They'll put him on the next flight and take him back to Nigeria. And there's nothing he can do. These are areas where they have sanity. These are areas that are welfare oriented. In as much as they're having hard times now because of the prevailing global economic situation. There's no madness in being in leadership or being in position of authority. They don't steal the way we are doing here. One man will own maybe 40 or 50 properties in FCT because he has entered the political position in the government. It is a terrible thing. It is worrisome and it is disturbing. I pity the upcoming generation. Is this what we are going to bequeath to them? It's very unfortunate, to say the least.
Voice of the People. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
In a world where about 8 billion people are connected by click, there's a new way to get connected. Introducing the all-new VOP FM website, where talk meet innovations. Get ready to be tuned in.
I'm walking the bull.
Tired of searching for the perfect station that matches your taste? Look no further. With our all-new easy-to-use website, you can now discover a world of conversations that resonate with you.
Whether you're a fan of news, business, sports, entertainment, or the latest chart-topping jams to soothe your soul, the VOPFM website has got you covered.
It's a one-stop destination for all your cravings.
Experience seamless streaming with our user-friendly interface. Access our website on www.voiceofthepeople.ng from any device, be it your computer,
tablet,
or smartphone, and enjoy uninterrupted talk and news at your fingertips. www.voiceofthepeople.ng.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
Now you have a voice.
You are tuned to the city's #1 super dial. Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This is your Super Dial, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. All right. Well, in case you're just tuning in, welcome to Matters. Okay. Like I told you, we're going to be delving into real issues today on the show. All right. And, well, I hope you just follow me. Yeah, just follow me. Okay. Well, this afternoon, I've got, an analyst here who's going to help us understand some of these issues back to back, okay? He is Chuka Dewale Chukudele. Good to have you join us on the show. Welcome and welcome again.
Thank you for having me, Jude. Good afternoon, everybody.
All right, everyone, feel free to join us across all of our social media platforms. That is at VOP 90.3 FM. We're streaming YouTube there. Yeah, go there. Get to the comment section and do drop a comment for me. And our WhatsApp portal is also open for your messages. You can keep sending in your messages and make sure they are readable. So I can read it out in real time. Thank you so very much. Okay. Now, the WhatsApp number is 081-717-56338. Again, 081-717-56338. You could just save that number. Okay. Yeah, that's our official WhatsApp number. All right. Everyone, are you set? Let's discuss all that matters. Let's go there. The House of Representatives has introduced a bill to amend Section 49 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended to allocate 6 special seats for women and persons living with disabilities, the PWDs. The bill, titled Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, 6 special seats for special interest groups, was presented for its first reading during plenary yesterday. It was actually sponsored by House spokesman Akintunde Rotimi, who is from Ekiti State. You know, the proposed amendment seeks to increase the total number of representatives in the House from 360 people to 366. Okay, an addition of 3. Addition of 6. I beg to say. Addition of 6 persons, you know, so with the 6 additional seats reserved specifically for women and the PWDs. Chukudili, I don't know what you feel, you know. Let me just get your opinion. Do you think it's a good one? I mean, why imputing this number at this point in time? Are you trying to say that the ones that are there are not working for the collective good of the nation instead of having extra women come on board and, of course, some persons living with disabilities? I don't know, but then I want to seek your opinion. What do you think?
Jude, I think the question we should be asking ourselves today is, why do we need the bicameral legislature? What do we need Senate and House of Reps for? Like, these guys actually duplicate. They do the same. They more or less duplicate duties. You know, that's the question we're asking ourselves today. What do we need a bilateral? What do we need a bilateral? Why do we need to practice a bilateral system of representation in Nigeria? Why do we need the House of Rep and the Senate. What are the if you look at the duties of these two arms of government, they literally do the same thing. Yes, no. So what's I mean, now the House of Representatives say they want to add 6. They use that 6 additional seats. That's just dancing to the gallery, as far as I'm concerned. It's not as if they really have the interest of Nigerians at heart, and it's not as if the bill is being passed because we love our people and this is going to help our people, to promote our people, or to bring good governance and what have you. That's, for me, I feel it's just I mean, maybe that lawmaker, what's his name, that
Rotimi
from Ekiti State, coincidentally, it's from my mother's state. It's from my mother. That bill he passed, as far as I'm concerned, is passing that bill because maybe he lacks ideas of other bills he should have passed that would benefit the people. What is his business with adding 6 more? Okay, why 6? Why not 60 more people? What with the 6 additional? What is the significance for just 6? Did he spell it out and say, oh, it's 6 because maybe for each of your whatever zones, one person comes from each? Well, exactly is the essence of adding additional 6 seats.
No, instead adding women and then
people living
having
with disabilities. Yeah. Are you trying to tell me there's nobody living with disabilities that's a member of the National Assembly? I wouldn't be surprised if there are 1 or 2 people who. So what is the surprising thing about this particular 6? That's what the question I'm asking again is, why 6? Why not 16? Why not 26? What is the 6 about? What did he see that made him to, say, it's at least 6 additional seats? So pass bills that are meaningful, pass bills that will impact the life of people, not bills that nobody knows what the end point is. And I'll say it again, we don't need to practice bicameral legislation in Nigeria. We don't need it. Why do we need Senate and House of Rep? As I'm concerned, they should scrap the House of Rep. Scrap them completely. Let the Senate do, because they are doing the same. They are literally doing the same.
But you will recall that we've had these same debates. I mean, Nigerians have come out to say what you're seeing right now over time, but it's not about to change. It's not about to change. It's like we've just been talking. Scrap
that's what we do.
Scrap that. But do you think? Let me even ask you: do you think it's possible to scrap the Senate and scrap the House of Representatives in this country?
It's possible. It's all about having the right leadership, having the right people in the right.
Like, you won't collect food from some people's mouths.
It's going to affect a lot of people. But if in the long run the interest is for the benefit of Nigerians, trust me, Nigerians will back whoever is coming with bills and laws that when Nigerians see and say, oh, okay, this is going to help us. This is going to advance. This is going to, the Nigerians will support that person. So I don't see. We've had weak leaders, honestly, from Obasanjo, who should have taking the bull by the horn when he became president, who miraculously from prison ended up becoming president of Nigeria. That's somebody who should have at least, tried to. But he virtually didn't do anything. I ended up wanting to run for a 3rd term, and then Jonathan came, a very weak man. In my opinion, a very, very weak man who could not even implement the unnecessary reports that you constituted. You spent lots of money. So what was the point in constituting the reports, and then at the end of the day, the recommendations, you could not even implement them because you were afraid some part of the country would not support you. At the end of the day, they didn't end up supporting you. So wouldn't it have been better if you just did what you had to do? So so we've had very horrible people as leaders in Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, who don't really have the interest of Nigerians at heart.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think.
Now, according to the bill, these special seats will be, distributed evenly across Nigeria, 6 geopolitical zones, ensuring 1 representative from each group per region. Candidates for this seat must meet all qualifications required for, regular House members. Now, this 6, all right, that's come from the 6, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, some will say it is for fairness' sake. Don't you think so?
In what context? It's for fairness' sake. In what context? That's the question. What's
fairness? Like, okay, fine. 1, they're picking 1 person from each geopolitical zone. That's 1. 2, you're having PWDs also on board too, and you're having women also included.
Instead of adding the 6 additional seats, you can as well say, okay, you can as well reconstitute the constitution and say, or the amendments to, and then say, okay, include it in the present number of people. Let there be a clause that says out of the 360 House of Representative members that we have in the National Assembly, 6 of those So meaning this 54 will be, and then the other 6 can now be, why do you need to add additional? What are you adding additional seats for? And then when you say 1 per geopolitical zone, how do they intend to achieve that? Because House of Rep members represent a constituency, which is usually in a state. So are you trying to say, okay, this one zone is going to produce 1 person? How do you intend to go about that? How do you intend to elect that 1 person? How do you intend to? That's another question. So these guys, they should think all these things through before coming and pass bills that. And it's unfortunate because they end up having legislative aides who should be the ones to advise them and tell them how to proceed and what to do. And most times they end up doing nothing. Oh, do they?
Let me ask you. If the House of Representatives and the House of Senate, all right, is scrapped, what happens?
I won't advise.
Who take over these positions? What happens? How would
the 2 can be scrapped? One has to be. There has to be an arm of government that is there to make the laws.
Okay, which, in your opinion,
the Senate
should be scrapped?
The Senate. The House of Reps should be scrapped. That's what should be scrapped. Because even when they pass bills or even when they make laws and pass bills, it still has to go through the Senate. It's the Senate that now rectifies and now approves before it's now passed into law. So what exactly is the point of having them? The Senate can as well do the job, make the bills and pass the law. Why does it have to be these guys who come up with a law and then they pass it, they pass first and second reading, then they now approve it, then it now goes to the Senate, who now does the same thing and now finally approves. It's just waste of time and money and effort, in my opinion, today.
So the House of Reps,
it should be completely scrapped.
And so what happens to the House of what happens to the senators?
Those ones should be the ones. Doing the job because they literally do the job. Their job is to make the laws and pass the laws. Or let me say their job is to pass the laws.
But some will tell you instead the House of Senate should be scrapped, and let's have the reps do the job. Really.
Well.
Let's look at this side by side, really.
Yeah. Well.
Or maybe, no. Let's not talk about additions to the house. Let's talk about removing from this figure, I recall that I think one of the presidential candidates was also talking about cutting cost of governance by reducing the numbers of the members of the House of Representatives and of course the House of Senate. I think that would have made sense.
A lot of sense. We're talking about reducing cost of governance. These are things that it make us to run the high cost of governance in Nigeria, and especially in Africa. We run like the highest cost of governance. I was looking at the statistics a couple of weeks ago, and I was seeing how much we spend in Nigeria. I can't remember the figure in running day-to-day affairs of the country. And then I looked at it, compared it with other countries like South Africa. Fortunately, I've lived in South Africa and I know how they operate their system. Then I looked at countries like Egypt, countries like was it Egypt or Morocco, and some other couple of countries. I looked at how the cost of running governance in those countries, and then I looked at Nigeria. The figure was astronomically high today. Like, we spent so much money running government, and it's not as if we're getting the arrivables. It's not as if we're getting the real thing that we want. You guys are not doing anything. But at the end of the day, we're still spending more money to keep them there. So
okay. Now, aside that, I will still get back to that. But then, let me touch on what Ned Nwoko said recently. As a matter of fact, he said that he insisted that no economic policy would work in the country as long as Nigeria continues to allow the use of different currencies. The use of different currency, he said, that's what he said. The use of different currency, our economy will not work. It will remain like this, in Tartters, according to what he said. Those are his words. In Tartters, until, we disallow the use of different currencies in Nigeria.
Ned Nwoko saying this. I don't know. We only have one we have one official currency, which is the naira. But then when we know the dollar is the other currency that is is highly what regularized. I mean, in Nigeria, that it's used to dollar is our trading partner. So which other currencies? It's not as if we use the Great British Pound. It's not as if we use we use the yuan. So I don't really.
No, he said Nigeria is the only country where multiple currencies are being used concurrently, thereby making the local currency valueless.
He didn't mention the currencies.
Of course, the currencies, like the way we dollarize the economy right now.
It's more of only dollar that I see we use. I mean, how many times do you go to bureau de change and see people changing pound sterling? And it's dollar. Everybody, it's dollar. Even when you come into the country and you make sure wherever you are, you change your money to dollar before you come back into the country, because dollar is there. Yeah, so I don't know but what I want to say about our economy getting better, I think one of the mistakes President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made was floating the naira. And he floated the naira at the same time in which he took away subsidy of petroleum. Those were the mistakes. He should have maybe done one and left one, but doing the two simultaneously was going to be a big. I saw it coming, and unfortunately, this is where we are. Because now you're floating the naira, you're making Nigerians to spend based on the value of the dollar. Okay. Because everything we're buying now is at value, the real. So that's basically what's happening to us right now. That's the mistake, and that's the mistake he made. I don't know who his financial advisors were. I don't know what they told him. I don't know what he was thinking. Or according from what we think or what people are saying, which is a conspiracy theory, that the IMF, which supposedly sponsored him in the last election, are the ones who were telling him what cards to play and telling him what decisions to make and what policies to make. So probably, who knows? But I mean, it was a very, very, very silly move on his part. And even me, who I'm not even a full-time, I'm not even a politician, I know that was an error. I wouldn't even make that error as myself as if I was president. How we move subsidy and say I float the naira? We want to kill the people? But we're seeing the results now. So before our economy can really bounce back at it. So I don't know about what Nwoko is saying about the multiple exchange, but I feel that floating of the naira is what's really affecting us right now. So it's either President Bola Ahmed Tinubu returns subsidy. See, in most countries of the world, and Julia, let me say something. I've been privileged to live in different countries in the world, and most countries of the world, they're even as advanced as they are, they still enjoy subsidy. Okay. So people must enjoy something. But now what are we enjoying? Not enjoying anything. No subsidy on water, no subsidy on education, no subsidy on petroleum, no subsidy on what? So what are we? You say you want to squeeze the life out of everyone and pay for every. No, every country in the world we enjoy subsidy. There must be something that the government is subsidizing for the people. There must be something. So before our economy can really bounce back, these are the issues that our president has to. Unfortunately, it looks like nothing is going to happen because nothing. So we're stuck. So it's either a miracle comes true for us, but from the present look of things, we should just buckle our belts and sit tight for another how many years.
You sit back. Is that what you said?
Yeah, bro. Sit very tight, man.
I'm sure you are aware that oil marketers across Nigeria have actually raised the price of petrol from 110 naira to 150 naira per liter. Yes, marking a 4% increase in Lagos and the surrounding areas. Meanwhile, independent oil marketers have adjusted their prices to between 1,100 and 1,200 per liter. Up from about 1,060 naira per liter, with variation depending on location. Now, the big news is that they are planning to start lifting from Dangote Refinery, that place where nobody won't go before.
I thought they said it was cheaper getting it from out. What happened? What changed all of a sudden? But go ahead.
No, that's it. That's the situation right now. They are planning to start lifting from Dangote Refinery, and we want to find out what changed actually. Is it that these guys are there's this bandwagon effect, or there is these what do they call them now? There's a word I want to use to qualify these guys who they flow together, inspired by whoever. I don't know. What do you think is going on? Because some person will tell you it's a plot to actually bring down Dangote completely.
How?
Completely by not
buying from him,
going close to his refinery to buy fuel. Instead, he should sell outside the country. What do you think?
Well, I think both Dangote and the Nigerian NNPLC, NNPCL, I think they've not been very honest with Nigerians so far. Most especially Dangote, the two of them. Like the question, I don't know if Dangote has come out to officially tell us how much he's selling this for. Has it come out to officially? Because that was the issue in one of the front burners a couple of weeks ago. How much are you selling? How much are you refining? How much are you refining crude, and how much are you going to be selling crude to? This didn't come out to say anything today. So now the marketers are coming out to say, okay, they want to go. They're going to be buying from me. I thought these same marketers were the same people who came out to say a couple of weeks ago that it was expensive buying from him. That it was cheaper importing from outside than buying from Dangote. So now the question is, what changed in this couple of weeks? So there's a whole lot of. If you listen to I listened to this guy on TV and he calls it. He says he said it's the Ngwangwa dance between between the NNPLC and Dangote. There's just something that it's not right. They're not telling us exactly what's really going on. That's the problem with Nigeria and our. We have a minister of petroleum who is just. We don't even know what exactly is his duty. What's his job? We have regulatory bodies that should be the ones to even advise Nigerians and tell Nigerians this is the situation on ground, or this is, but they're not even doing their job. Every just speculations from here and there. I don't know what changed though in the last couple of weeks. I don't know what changed. There must have been some underground dealings actually, obviously.
Okay, you call that underground dealings?
Obviously, of course, something must have happened. And because today we don't even know how much Dangote is selling.
Again, petroleum marketers under the aegis of Major Energies Marketers Association of Nigeria, MEMAN, today said that they have significant stock of the products. No need for panic buying. I'm sure you also heard that some fuel stations are about to close down.
Yeah.
Okay. They're about to close down. So it means that any time, any moment from now, we should be having, what do we call it?
Fuel scarcity?
Fuel scarcity. Well, what do you think? Because, you see, there is this thing with fuel and Nigerians. At the end of the year, there must be scarcity.
Every time.
You wonder what's going on, because that's what people are saying. And then by maybe January or end of December, you find out there is a different price again.
Judah, it is sad that a country that used to be the 5th largest producer of crude oil has to go through such. It's always battling for scarcity.
Okay.
Nigeria used to be the 5th largest what do you call it, of crude oil. Growing up, I remember what happened to us. What happened to this country? What happened? Mismanagement, bad leadership. Basically mismanagement. Now, why should a country that has crude oil in excess? We have crude oil, we have gas, we have all the natural resources, we have all these things in quantum, and yet we cannot even give our people enough fuel. We cannot even give our people. We had 5 working refineries. All of them went comatose, and for many years they've been saying, "Oh, let's look at the Port Harcourt refinery. They don't use that refinery to chop money." Jesus Christ, Judah. They are always budgeting. Every budget year, every fiscal year budget year, there's always money for that Port Harcourt refinery. That's when Abba Kyari will come out and say, they are beating up a deadline, that they've they've done this one, that is just this stage. We will not get to that month. We will not hear another story. They'll come and say, they finished. They use that they chop money. This country. Imagine now the country that produces that God has blessed with enough crude, enough oil. Yet we still have to go through. We still have to buy this oil at outrageously exorbitant prices. Who does this thing? Today.
This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Let's get some other very, very important issues. I really didn't want to go this route today because this issue of Port Harcourt, River State, Wike Fubara, it don't tire me, really. It don't tire me. But it's taking a different turn on daily basis. A whole lot is playing out in the city of Port Harcourt. I'm telling you. Now, Nigerians, including lawyers, analysts, party stalwarts, and of course the River State government, just yesterday faulted the Federal High Court judgment stopping the federal allocations to River State, with the state pledging to swiftly appeal against the decision. Everybody is saying it's a bad one for the court to just, stop the federal allocation to, River State. I don't know if you will say, well, it's the right thing. I don't know.
There was a court judgment from the state high courts that gave a judgment, a stay of order judgments against this, and now you have another court of same appellate jurisdiction giving a counter judgment. Jude, what's happening in this country? A already competent court had already given a judgment on stay of order. Yet you now go, because Wike feels he's a lawyer and because he feels he knows the law, he now goes back to get another court of the same jurisdiction to give a counter verdict. This country, we just don't, we don't get it right anywhere. Judiciary, that should be the last hope of the masses. It's even not involved in the whole nonsense that is going on in this country. It doesn't make sense. Thank God they said the Chief Justice, the new Chief Judge, she's called the judge. I think yesterday she called the judges who are involved in all this. So let's see the outcome. Let's know. But this same thing, the same question I'm going to say is, it's really sad that such situations, such incidents are taking front stage in Nigeria. It's really sad, because these are things that should not even be happening. How can you just a competent court of order law and gave a judgment? You now went to go and use the same to give a counter order. It doesn't. Who does that now? This country, I just wish we can just get it. Now the NJC that should be there to be able to that should be there to be able to run check and balances on airing judges and everything. Where are they? They're nowhere to be found.
Everyone is silent.
They're nowhere to be found. Everybody's just doing what. Do
you think Fubara should be worried at this point in time?
No, if he is as smart as I think he is, I think he should just continue what he's doing, because Tinubu faced the same challenge. You remember when he was in Lagos, when he had this issue with Obasanjo, state allocation and everything, and then he didn't, for how many years, there was no allocation coming from the federal to him. River State is a state that can handle our own without federal government resources. Well, after all, most of the money that comes to the federal government comes from that state. So they can as well. I don't think Fubara will even be worried. If the court says, don't pay monthly, whatever. They've gone to court to go challenge. They've gone to, but if I was him, I wouldn't even be worried. If the court finally, if they still get to the Supreme Court and then it's the judgment still against him, then we'll not know that.
I listened to an analyst who says that somewhere, some of the stations, somewhere around, I think one Abuja station says that that Fubara has been technically knocked out.
Well, that is valid, but then in politics, 24 hours is a very long time in politics. Anything can happen. You can be technically locked out, but trust me, one overnight, one judgment on one thing can just happen. One play, one card can just be played, and then you see the person who you think was technically knocked out has come out and come out way above who you thought had defeated him. So this is in politics. You expect everything. You expect the worst, and you prepare for it. And when it comes, you face it. But if you chicken out, that is when you now become viable, and you now become. So Fubara, he might be technically locked out, but he's still the governor. He's still the executive governor of the state. He still has executive powers in his hand. He can still salvage the situation. And as far as I'm concerned, a competent court already given a judgment. You should take this matter as far as going to the Supreme Court, and they should. That'll be what his lawyers will be telling him right now.
I love to move swiftly to the end of the matter on this issue now. The end of the issue is some persons want Fubara to leave that position, leave that seat.
Why?
I don't know.
Because one man is angry with him. He's not going to leave that seat. He'll do his 8 years or 4 years or whatever.
No.
He's going to leave the seat. It's going to be the people that are going to tell him to leave, not because they are going to tell him to leave with their votes. not because one man somewhere in Abuja is not happy or is trying
No,
to.
when you say the people, I don't understand. Is it citizens that their voices have been silenced? It is. Some will tell you just a couple of guys in Abuja, playing the card and trying to, find a way around this whole thing, and oust Vubara, just put him aside.
The thing about Rivers State is Rivers State is a very delicate state when it comes to Nigeria as a whole. It's a state that you cannot afford to toy. You cannot afford to just take lightly, because Rivers State is more like a state that has flames under her. Any small thing, she's gone out of it. She's exploded. So I would my opinion or my advice would be that this thing should be taken, that a lot of consideration should go into whatever is happening, and it should allow this man to govern the state. Wike did this 8 years. He fought everybody that he brought into power, both at party level, both at state level. Now you want to come and fight. Who are you? What is your own now? Are you not God? Most of these politicians, they have this godlike, you just, and once money has touched your hand, and Wike became very arrogant because of the money that came to him in that state. The state resources were just so much. He became so arrogant, and now he feels that he's untouchable. The people, the citizens are the people who will tell the governor when it's time, when the election cycle comes, and if you don't want him, they are the ones who will vote and say, okay, we don't want you. But now, from the look of things, the guy has already gained so much sympathetic votes already going to align for him, because people have seen that, this guy, he's being maltreated by the federal government. They've seen the battles he's facing. Trust me, when the election time comes, so if what is going on keeps going on, he's going to win empathically. He's going to win landslide, because that sympathy votes alone, Nigerians know how to. If you're in trouble like this and Nigerians like you, just be sure that Nigerians will come to your support. They will support you 100. I think that's the situation I will play out with Fubara.
And his brother, of course, Asari Dokubo, is warning seriously. And some will tell you he doesn't hold water.
No,
you think so too?
He's a backing dog. His era has passed. It's not the same person that was shouting on social media that, hey, President Tinubu, if you don't work, it don't work for us. Now you have come and cry. Less than 2 years, you already come to go and say, Asari, you should go and sit down. I think he's a comedian. He just continued dropping his content on Twitter, and let's keep.
You call that content?
It's content now.
With his boys around him, always singing and chanting and all of these things.
I beg you. It's content. Hungry looking boys. It's content. I don't talk about now. I'm just sitting.
Atiku himself has come out to actually say no. He has criticized that court order preventing financial allocation to Rivers State. Atiku, through his spokesperson Paul Ibe said, that the judiciary's action could destabilize Rivers State.
True.
Destabilize Rivers State. He also questioned the judge's decision to issue an injunction while the case is still being appealed in the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
But court for Nigeria, I don't understand what's going on.
That's what we
Look at the case of Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
Also.
Okay.
This here and there, dragging.
That's what we have the NJC, Nigerian Judiciary, whatever what they call it. But that's their job. Their job is to interface or basically be like a referee. Balance the. But they're not doing anything. They're just there. Nigeria is a country of lawlessness. It's lawlessness all the way. Atiku has come out to say, good. He will come out to say, Peter Obi, also expect Peter Obi to come out and give his own statement as well. By the end of the day, this country is all about giving statements and giving statements. Nothing happens. Tomorrow, everybody will move on. And then another scandal, another thing will come over that will take the front burner of our discussion tomorrow. And then people forget the discussion of the last days. And so this is Nigeria by every 24 hours. One breaking news or one thing is coming to down. We get easily distracted. So one small thing won't come again, everybody don't move from and now go and face this one, and then before you know it's swept on the carpet, and then bye-bye.
Maybe I should still also mention the fact that the Court of Appeal, in Abuja, today now reserved its judgment on an appeal, that IPOB filed to challenge its proscription as a terrorist organization by the federal government.
Okay.
Today, the court reserves its judgment on the appeal that IPOB filed to challenge its proscription as a terrorist organization by the federal government. They've actually been saying that they are not a terrorist organization, and so they filed that. So now, the court have actually, reserved to judgment and say, okay, well, we're going to be reserving this judgment. if you are not a terrorist organization, then prove it. You know.
But IPOB is actually a terrorist organization. That's what I'm concerned, because look at the destruction and mayhem they brought to the Southeast. I mean, ever since they came up with their so-called Biafra agitation, look at how they've turned the Southeast to virtually a war zone. Ever since Nnamdi Kanu came back to Nigeria without his Biafra or whatever, look at the Southeast. So it's one of the most peaceful states. Look at it now. Chaos and mayhem everywhere. Unknown gunmen and IPOB and what. This was a region that was very at peace. That had the highest crimes you had in the Southeast were mostly kidnapping and kidnapping for ransom. That's basically what was happening. That was like the way you say, okay, bad as a bad, it was kidnapping. But look at it now. Not even that the blood just come into a place and kill people and shoot people and all in the name of Biafra agitation. Biafra died in 1967 or whatever that year. Anybody who is talking about Biafra in 2024 should forget about Biafra. Biafra died a long time ago. So anybody who is talking about it is just talking for their own personal gains and everything. This man came out, it was Ridke. He came out and did Masop. Where is Masop today? Now this one has come out again. So it's like every whatever circle, there's always somebody who comes up with his own agenda and uses it to cash out, or uses it to make his name, or uses it to do what, and then after a while he now fizzles out, and then before you know, another person will now come again with his own. This Masop, this Biafra, IPOB. As far as I'm concerned, though, IPOB is a terrorist organization. I'm an Igbo boy. I'm from Anambra State. I don't support them. I'll never support them. I have an uncle, my father's brother, who is a core IPOB, whatever. On the family group chat, you will see where you'll be dropping, looking, say Nigeria is going to be, the zoo is going to be delivered from the clinic of Nigeria. I'm looking at this illiterate. Look at this man. Do you even know? All these people, they have been brainwashed. Now they said they went to go. They are looking for. They want to get independence, like, so that the Igbo people we recognize them as recognize who as who. Who told you want to leave? Me, I'm an Igbo man. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave Nigeria. I want to be with Nigeria. So did you do a referendum? Did you ask the people if they are interested? Have you asked the whole people? Do we want to? Yeah, most Igbo people have forgotten about. It's just these miscreants and the misguided, ill-guided ones that Nnamdi Kanu and his cohorts have brainwashed. And yeah, we know that the Igbos have not been treated fairly. We know that those are the reasons for agitation, but not when you now come and now start a militia and now start to kill your own people, now start to cause havoc in your own land, now start to make your own people afraid of you. It's even when you are that you now come and now gain the Biafra to rule the people that you have finished killing, the people that you have finished putting in fear and whatever. Is that how you want to go about in getting the Biafra? So as far as I'm concerned, that court judgment, I wait to see what the court is going to say. But for me, personally, I feel IPOB is a terrorist organization. I say it. I stand to be corrected. Yeah.
So what would you say about Boko Haram?
Of course, a terrorist organization as well. These ones are senior brothers. Senior brothers. Yeah, those ones are senior brothers, state-sponsored, most likely. Yeah, because all fingers point to the fact that I remember I was in Maiduguri a couple of years ago. I went on a tour of the Northeast, the 6 Northeast states. And when I got to Maiduguri, I remember I was going somewhere. So I was with one of the soldiers. It took one of the military. I stayed in the military guest house somewhere around Bama Road. And that's where their top commanders were staying. So I stayed there. And I remember one of the days I was going to town with the driver, one of the soldiers who dropped him. So we were talking about the war, and he said it. He was like, this is a sponsor. These guys, the guys in government, that they know about this thing. They know about this thing. He said they'll be going to for a whatever attack, and then the people that are going to attack have already gotten information that they are coming, or they say they want to go and attack, they will get a message from above that they turn back. So Boko Haram is already, everybody knows, a state-sponsored organization. But IPOB, see that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Maybe on a lower level, on a lower cadre, yeah, they are. Yeah.
And some persons, like I want to ask now, would ask you to state reasons why you feel these guys, IPOB is a terrorist organization. 1, 2. Here, an Igbo man calling IPOB a terrorist organization.
I'm entitled to my opinion, number one, for your second question, and which is from what I've seen, from the things I've seen. Bro, you need to go to the Southeast. You'll be, You need to see what happens on Mondays in the southeast. That's a region that used to be very, very resourceful. That used to be one of the highest earning, grossly earning in regions in Nigeria. It has been reduced to almost a ghost region. It's almost a ghost region. Why? Because of the so-called IPOB agenda that is being pushed over there. You know, people are not even free to move over. People are leaving. People are scared. Look at Mondays now. Nobody can go anywhere. Do you know tomorrow now these people can wake up, the IPOB, whatever, and they can declare 1 week sit at home, and everybody in the South will sit at home to show you how scared they are. Everybody will sit at home. So just imagine, these same people can come out tomorrow and say, okay, we declare
fearlessly
1 month.
so.
Yeah, this same whatever can come out and say, okay, it's a 1 month. So if they can declare 1 week sit at home, they declared 5 days sit at home last week or which they can declare. Why can't they declare 1 month? So just take it that the southeast is it's a gung ho region whereby it's crazy over there. So and look, this is what Nnamdi Kanu has cost. That's what I'm concerned, because if you're just fight, we want to be Biafra, but like I said the last time I was on your program, I said there were ways he could have gone about this. Like he had already had the political clouds then when he came out, before all this rubbish started happening. He should have formed a government or formed maybe a party or gotten people, push them, promote them, be a godfather. Use these people to fight for your agenda. Use people to fight in the legal way, in the right way, not by carrying gun or starting a militia. Those are the things you should have done.
What an average Igbo man wants to hear is completely different from what you're saying now.
But it's the reality.
I'm sure you're aware.
It's the reality. It's the reality check. I mean, the Igbo man will say this because he feels the Igbo man has been marginalized. The Igbo man has been treated unfairly, which I totally agree 100% with. But then, is this the way to go about it? Is this the way we're going to? Is this how we're going to get our freedom? This is not how we're going to do it now. So anybody who has any differing opinion, I'm sorry, it's into their opinion. But for me, this is not the way to go about it. Not by IPOP. And like I said, Biafra died 30 years ago, or 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 1969, when the war ended, that was the end of Biafra. I don't see Biafra coming back. So anybody who is coming to say Biafra is just coming with his own personal agenda. There are ways. If we want the Igbo man, if we want the Igbo region to be liberated, or to
the emancipation,
there are ways to go about it. Yeah, we used to go. I just said the same time last time I was here in your program. I just said the ways to go about it, like set up a think tank group of erudite people from the southeast. Have a long-term plan, 15, 20 years, 25-year plan. This is what we want to achieve in the next 15 years. We want to achieve in the next 20 years. It's not going to happen tomorrow. That's the way to go about it. Not you want to be from Biafra. You now come and start militia, so uniform people for people. Start terrorizing the whole place. No. It's not going to fly that way.
Let's talk to the people at this point in time. 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903. And WhatsApp 081 56338. Again, 081 56338. All right? Let's talk to you now. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Are you there? Hello, good afternoon. Oh, so sorry about that. Please do call back if you can. The number is still 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Ekami Jude, how are you?
I'm okay. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, God bless you.
Yeah.
The analyst that...
What is your name?
My name is Emmanuel.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is that the man decided he's not an Igbo man. If he is an Igbo man, he should read the meaning of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, as an Igbo man. Every Igbo man is IPOB, no matter how we are looking at it. So by him disputing that, he's not an Igbo man. That's my own view.
Thank you.
And basically that concerning Nnamdi Kanu is talking about. In fact, Owazirike is making merchandise of, he made merchandise of, what they call it, his outlet then, at the end of the day, Obasanjo clamping down. He was arrested and he was released. But under Nnamdi Kanu's issue, believe you me, he's making a great mistake by what he's saying. That people could just arise from somewhere and make merchandise of IPOB in the name of Biafra. How is he saying that Biafra is dead and gone? He shouldn't say that. So he's okay by what aspired during the time of the war, that we Biafras were killed, almost 5,000 or 5 million people, and all the rest of them. So I don't.
Thank you.
I don't like.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Now, I want it to be back to back. All right. I wouldn't want any stone to be left unturned. Now, you heard what he said. First of all, he said you're not an Igbo man. And Wazirike's time came and he made a lot out of it, and now Nnamdi Kanu is here, and in fact, I think I should say 80% of Igbos are in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and here you are as a single Igbo man saying it's a no. I mean, do you think I mean, this will fly the way you think it is? I mean, it should go?
Julie, I am an Igbo man from Anambra State. Yeah, I don't support IPOB. I am not a Biafran. I am a Nigerian. I don't believe in Biafra. I don't subscribe to being an IPOB member. So that man saying every Igbo man is an IPOB member. Maybe him and his family. But for me, I'm not an IPOB member. I am a Nigerian. Yes, we've been unfairly treated. That is evident. That is evidence. I mean, yes, you can't. No lies about that. But then the question now is this: because we were fairly treated, is this how we're going to get our independence? Is this how we're going to be self-reliant? Is this how we're going to become not this way now? That is just the issue. Look at this. He's saying every man, Igbo man is that man that is talking. Can he go to the southeast? Can he go to his village in December? If this man that just made this call, ask him whether he's going to go to his village in December, whether he will be able to go, whether he will not be afraid of his life, whether they will kidnap him. He's here saying every man. Is he happy with the way the southeast is? They can, before Nnamdi Kanu came, was the southeast like this? It was well, at least we're still managing. We're still okay. You now came and now took us from frying pan to fire, and you're saying, man, please, IPOB is dead and buried. I beg. Anybody talking about IPOB 2024?
Let's hear from this person. Good afternoon to you.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is John Nnamdi.
Go ahead, please, John.
Hello. You see, this man, the other man beside you, I don't know his name. I really like what he's saying. He's really making sense. Like, I knew many people will antagonize what he's saying, but what he's saying is really giving points. He's hitting the point. He's hitting the main point. You understand? Okay, just imagine now. Nigeria is maltreating us. Yes, they are not treating us fairly. We understand that as well. But how can you say, like, we call ourselves family, and something goes wrong, like someone outside is maltreating us? We now started killing ourselves just to prove points to those people outside. Is that one the way out? Instead, let us plan together and take the world to them. Not killing ourselves. Killing ourselves, we are not proving any points. We are just dealing with ourselves. Yes, he's talking about IPOB. Some people are saying IPOB and this and this and this thing. They are talking about Biafra. This thing, IPOB, is something different. Biafra is another thing on its own. But for we to prove our point, it's not by killing each other. We have to do the right thing. We have to take the war to them, not to ourselves. Then if you say you want to fight for freedom, then you killed all those people that are supposed to join hands together. Then who is going to fight the battle? I don't understand. Those people that they are just shouting. Yes, we are Igbo people, but at the same time, let us use our head. People are maltreating us, and we are still maltreating ourselves. We are oppressing ourselves. This oppression, oppression. This thing we are doing is not going anywhere. They're just looking at us and be mocking us. Like, what are we doing to ourselves? Like, we have already been brainwashed. Not all of us, some of us. Like, I know many Igbo's brothers that have been in the same shoe. Like, they will be like, I pop, Biafra, Biafra. But they are not doing it the right way. They will just be going talking among themselves, dealing with. That is not the point.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I have to let you go. All right. Thank you so very much. I would want to take as many calls as possible this afternoon, or also read messages. Okay. Thank you so much. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We can hear you. Go ahead, please. Talk to us. We can hear you.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, listen to all his analysis concerning what is happening in Southeast.
Your network is not too strong. Okay, maybe you have to call us. Try and call back. Thank you so much. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you there? Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Okay. Maybe you have to call back. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, you can be there.
Yeah.
This is Mwaba.
What's your name?
Mwaba.
All right. Talk to us. All right. Let's go.
Yeah. Your guest. What your guest is saying, I don't know where he gets all those things from, because one, like the other caller said, that this your guest is not a pure evil man. He asked a question whether if he can travel by December. I just came back from Aba day before yesterday. I spent almost a week plus in the east. Nnamdi Kanu really tried. He's a fighter. No matter whatever your guest is saying. Some people are here in Lagos and they claim to be Igbo people or Igbo men or Igbo guys, of which they are not. You cannot be in Lagos and you'll be discussing what is happening in the East. My own brother from America, he has been in the village for over 2 weeks. Is it everywhere they are kidnapping or is it everywhere they are killing? No. So this your guest should know what he's saying.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Let's just when you're calling, just state your concern quickly. And let's go. I want to take as many calls as possible, really, and I mean it. I want to. All right. I know we will want to remain with Nnamdi Kanu's issue because another one they bite and he don't touch tail. Abi?
I don't touch
It's okay. It's okay. Hello. Good afternoon to you. Hello. Good afternoon. Are you there?
Hello, good afternoon, Kami Judy.
Good afternoon. Hello? Oh, sorry. So sorry about that. You would have to call back. You would have to call back. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Are you there? Oh, so sorry. What's going on? Hello? Okay. I would read messages, all right? Let me read this message. Okay. Nigeria is a wasteful country, and of course, there is no need for bicameral legislation in a country without any significant source of income. House of Assembly should be scrapped and Senate retained with only 2 representatives from each state. If we don't know where we are going, we should make U-turn. Elder Isaac is sending that message from Idimu. Thank you so very much. Let's see if we can touch some of the messages alongside. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Okay. There's a question for you. Huh? So I should ask you if you have evidence that it is IPOB that is causing mayhem in the southeast. Yeah.
the mayhem that started happening in the South is this particular mayhem. When did it start? Was it not just after the conceptualization of IPOP? Was it not after the whole Nnamdi Kanu saga that things started going out of hand? That's why I actually made reference to the fact that in the Southeast, the issue we used to battle back then, prior to now, was mostly kidnapping. It was not mostly kidnapping. You kidnap billionaires and kidnap oil and then get money for ransom. It was just that. But now it has come out full-blown killings. You come out to the town market square and shoot people and kill people, and people come out on Mondays and then you come out and shoot people and say, "Oh, sit at home. Why are you coming out on Monday?" And then it's asking me if I have evidence. So the people who are enforcing the sit at home on Monday, who are they? Are they angels? Are they? The IPOP? It's IPOP now. It's the IPOP people now. The people who have made the Southeast a mess of what it is today. So I don't know what other evidence is. You should go out if you ask relatives in the Southeast, tell them they should open their shop on Monday. Then if you see the evidence is looking for, maybe you will see.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Good day.
Can you hear me? Good afternoon to you. Okay, well, because of network. Okay, someone is saying floating of the naira is actually, if I won't take your call again. You've called, okay? You've called already, and I won't keep taking your calls alone. We have some other calls to take. I'm sorry about that, okay? Now, this person is saying floating of the naira is a fantastic policy. Nigeria can no longer afford $1 billion monthly FX subsidy, which ends up in FX arbitrage. Now, a highly consuming and important dependent nation like ours cannot sustain a regime of subsidy fraud anymore. You can't compare Nigeria with producing nations who earn enough to sustain subsidy. FM from Ogun City sitting down. He now added, he said the law is not emotional. Fubara cannot operate on an illegal budget. He should obey court judgment to represent the budget to the legally recognized lawmakers. That's actually from FM. Thank you so very much. All right. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
My name is Adrian. I'm calling from Ejibo.
Okay.
I want to talk about your guest.
You want to talk about my guest? No, talk about the issue, not my guest.
As I'm talking about the issue, I want to refer to him so you understand. This issue of killing people in Southeast has been long. And it's not that the IPOP are the one doing it. It has been happening before the IPOP. And people are doing it in the name to damage the name of IPOP. Even when they are bringing battalions to it, they have given them instruction what to do to use it to damage the name of IPOP. So that's what I want to contribute. Let your guests know
Thank
that
you
it's
so
not the
very
IPOP
much.
are doing all
Appreciate you so very much. Thank you. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I would love to take read more messages at this point in time. Okay? Yeah. Let me read this one. It said, as much as I agree with some of your points, I vehemently disagree with the tag of terrorists on IPOP. I am not a member, but every Igbo person is a Biafran. If you are not an Igbo. Have a great day. Oko Sisi from Surulere. This idea of every Igbo man is a Biafran. Maybe we should first of all understand the concept of Biafra and the concept of IPOP.
Biafra is the region, yeah. So if you're saying every Igbo man, what happens to the people from the south? Because they're still part of the region. They're still part of Biafra. They will tell you they're not Biafrans. People from Niger Delta. So the region is the blight. It's called the blight of Biafra. If you look at the map, that down, it's the blight of Biafra. So you cannot just come and say it's specifically only for the Igbos. Then what happens to the other minority groups in the south, so the whole southeast, the whole southeast, south. Will you call them Biafrans as well? You know, these are the things these people need to know. The whole region that whole region from the south, southeast, south, this whole southeast is called the Blight of Biafra. It's not specifically, singularly just for the Igbo man. It's the whole region as a whole. So if it's going to be Biafra, that means the whole region, everybody has to be a part of it. The whole region has to be part of it, not what do you call it, singling out just the Igbo and say, oh, it's the Igbo states that are Biafra. No. Okay. Because even Ojukwu himself, during the whole region.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Gidi.
Thank you. What's your name and your location?
Anonymous.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask something based on what that man is saying there. You see that man, the attack where man they call for where in the. My entire where for where in the. How they come to national radio and they talking like this as an Igbo person where in the.
Okay. I like I said, I would love us to remain with the issues on ground. Okay. This issue is always deep.
It is.
All right.
It is.
I have heard a lot from people. Even Igbos. I've heard from everyone. In fact, on this show, even outside here, some will tell you that Biafra has come to, IPOP has come to stay, or Biafra has come to stay. This agitation would never stop, and all of that. And I've also listened to one Mazi that I brought here a couple of months ago, who said that it is the younger Igbo people, the younger Igbo citizens, all right, Southeasterners, the younger ones that are actually running after this IPOP thing, this agitation, that. When you look at the elderly ones, they really don't, say, let's just leave this thing like that. You understand? And there's something you also said, that are we going to remain like this? That grace may abound, like the Bible says. Are we just going to continue this thing? That grace may abound one day because of your fight or whatever, Now, are we going to continue like that so that the Southeast will be, liberated, or they'll be asked to step aside? That's one thing. Now, the third thing I want to mention is I also want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. I'm one of those persons who's been championing that cause. He should be released. I mean, he stayed here for too long a time. He should be released. But the concern now is Southeast. All right? Southeast. How far? I mean, whether this man is released or not, what about the Southeast? He's just one man. And Southeast has millions of people. All right? So, but some of these persons calling they feel like what are you saying right now is going against what has been on the ground. This fight that has been on for years now. You are just here in Lagos. They consider you not an Igbo man enough because you are not supporting. Some would say if an Hausa man is, if he's Hausa, they would always support their own, no matter what. Even if he's, the person is going astray, they will always support their own. And here we have a singular Igbo man not supporting his own people and saying something way different, Now, let me also say that 70-80% of the Igbos would not say what you're saying. Maybe it's just around 10% that would concur with what you're saying. So if you hear people saying all of these things, I'm already telling you that you should expect this. Because the narrative, all right, has been free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let us go. We have been marginalized and all of that. But I will still go ahead to take several calls, all right? The only thing I want these people to know is do not insult anyone. We are just brothers. We're in a round table and we're talking. They say if you no spoil, you no go good. If you no first scatter, you no go package well, all right? This is like a parliament. That's how I love to run this show, the afternoon. Just sit down, relax, let's talk, all right? That's what we're doing now. So calm down. You might feel not happy with some of his statements, but relax. If you want to argue, please call me and argue with facts, not to face him and call him names. That I will not, accept at all. Okay? Thank you so very much. I'll go back to the studio, to the phone lines now, and of course, take your calls. All right? Thank you. Hello, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Hello. Oh, okay. Please do call me back. Maybe it's your network this time around, Shay. I guess it's your network. I guess it has to do with your network. But please call me back if you can. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Trudy.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I really want to commend you again.
What's your name and your location?
My name is Boye. I'm actually calling from Ikoton.
Your name is what?
Boye.
Udoye. Okay, Boye.
Yeah, Boye.
Okay, Boye, let's go.
Calling from Ikoton.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, like I started with, I really want to, go with your guest. 100% of what you have been saying. There are some times where we feel we are being marginalized by our sentiment. Most times it's not about, I am from this tribe, I'm from this tribe. Let us know what being, as in, how we have put it, like being through sentiment about this type of a thing. What is really affecting? It's stopping a lot of things. The last time I went to the East, we had to travel as early as, that sit at home Monday is really affecting a lot. It's affecting my business. It's really an issue. And we are clamoring for growth. And we cannot do this. And I'm sorry to say, they do business with ease in the Southwest. We can't do business there. And now we clamor for, it's affecting a lot of us going there. We have to look for army motor to secure us. It's really alarming. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your call. Let me talk to this person. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and
your
location?
Yeah, it can be the C2 calling for Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Welcome, C2.
Right. Thank you. Ikamijide, I want to say something very quickly to my brothers and sisters of Igbo region that is listening to my voice. You are the one I want to address this afternoon. My problem with my Igbo brothers and sisters that you so carried away with emotion and you don't know when somebody is dishing out propaganda against you people. That's my problem with you. I am very wise and wiser than any other thing. If you see a Nigerian agent who come to carry out propaganda against you, you should resist.
Okay.
I pop people with this.
Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, this is Kenny Young. I'm calling from Okoba.
Welcome, Kenny Young.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
I want to greet my brother in the studio, and it can be Judy. I greet you also.
Yeah.
Yes, I think the main problem for now that Nigerians are having is that, let's say, like for me, for instance, now I'm from Southwest. I'm a Yoruba man, and the last election, I even voted Peter Obi. I can say it anywhere. Nobody can arrest me for that. I voted Peter Obi. So some of my friends who are Igbo, when we are talking, if you are relating, if you listen to their conversation, I will just open my mouth as time. Like somebody said to me, you people. So you are telling me, you people, I love you. Even I did not marry a Yoruba woman, I married a Igbo woman. But like the last listener, that the last caller just said now, this bias, they should take it from them and just have a free mind. Even if people love you, but the people that love you, are not telling them that you people, am I the main cause of their own predicament? Everybody with their own. Presently, even Southwest, we are not happy. We are not happy. So everybody should take their own course. If Nigeria is going to be good, everybody should go their own way. I think that's the best thing for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Appreciate your call. I am just against people, calling each other names. That's what I don't want. Okay, if you want to call in, state the issues back to. You see, you have the floor. If you can just talk like, without inciting anybody, or don't make it look like we're quarreling. It's not a quarreling issue. Okay, it's not. You talk your own, I talk my own. No, that no means we they insult each other. No, it's just we're trying to trash out issues. I don't know. Some Nigerians really don't know how to calm down. Make we talk the main thing. Calm down. I'll give you time to talk. Yeah, I'll give you time. And one thing is, if he were to be, saying the opposite of what he's saying now, I believe you will not go call him. You know, go say he's not an Igbo. That time you go say now your brother. Yes, he's saying the anything. But this now is his own opinion, right? Let's let you understand that. Okay. Let me still talk to you. Let me see if I can take some calls now. Okay. Let me read this message. Some persons have said you are a government agent.
Anyway, I wish I was.
All right, Michael from Surulere, thank you so very much. He said, one, it is said that honors were profitable. Everyone would be honorable in life. Not everyone can agree on your ideology. The best way to know if every Igbo man is happy and wishes to remain in Nigeria, the state should put up a sincere referendum, and the truth would be seen and held by everyone in this country. Two, your guest has his own opinion, and I believe everyone should respect that. Finally, please tell the government to release MNK, please. His name is Michael from Surulere. Thank you so very much, Michael, for that message. Okay, but then some persons feel that allegedly government is the one sponsoring the killings. Allegedly now, right? Government has a hand in the killing of persons in the southeast. What do you have to say about that?
Well, Jude, I wouldn't put anything past the government. I wouldn't put anything past them. So I can't really categorically say yes they are or no they are not. But like I'm saying, I wouldn't put anything past them. There could be sinister reasons why they want stability in the East. There could be sinister reasons why they just don't want the East to. Why some people prefer or profit from the East being the way it is right now. And so that's why I said I won't take it away from them. It's very possible. At the same time, we could still be at the same time. Okay, but even if it's the government, they're still going to have to use people from that region to cause the crisis, the instability, and that is what has happened now. Okay, even if he did not intentionally want to do it, but the coming out of Nnamdi Kanu with the whole IPOB thing, he has turned the Southeast to virtually a war zone.
That's just your own point.
Well, that is it now. Is it not it? Since Nnamdi Kanu came out, which was what year was that? 2016, 2017, thereabouts, when he started his whole agitation or everything. The Southeast has not remained the same since then. So it's there. Remember that time when he was still free, when he's moving from one place to another, you see the crowds of people. The crowd of people, young people that are following him, and they're shouting and chanting, and the guy started feeling like a demigod. Started feeling like he was untouchable, But then I still support. I feel he should be released because the court is the high court has given judgment that he should be released. I don't know why he's still being kept. But then I know the government maybe they don't want to release him for reasons best known to them. If I was president of Nigeria and I was going to release him, I'm going to release him on certain conditions. But one of which, complete total silence, radio silence. You come out from prison, you're not hearing, you're not granting any press releases, you're not handling any gathering of more than 5 people.
But you're not the president.
If I was, that's what I would do. If when it comes to releasing him, because he's being kept so unfairly because the court has said release him. So I support he should be released. But then let there be checks, let there be we are going to release you, but this. If you cannot adhere to this, whatever, then then you can as well just sit back here and sit back here in jail. Yeah, that is
okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Jude. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You called earlier, right?
No, I've not called you before.
Okay.
My name is Mayor.
All right.
I want to ask your guest a question.
Okay.
He's saying that the problem in the Southeast is putting accusing fingers on the IPOP guys. I'm an Igbo man, Igbo man, and I don't hide about it. He's saying that since Nnamdi Kanu came back and all that have been crisis Southeast, that IPOP is causing. I think I don't know whether you heard, it's on record. News carried it that there was an interface or whatever. There was a shootout in somewhere in Imo sometime, either late this year or late last year. Somewhere around Unkwere, can't remember, but there was a shootout. And one of the people that came that were parading as unknown gunmen was shot down. And the ID card that was found in him was an DSS ID card. Did you hear it, Jude?
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Good. So does it now prove to that your friend or whoever that is claiming is an Igbo man from Anambra State that a lot of the government, we believe agencies are being used, people are being used from outside Igbo land, causing mayhem in Igbo land, pointing at that IPOP and all that. If he doesn't, if he has the right to maybe to his opinion, but not coming to say, yes, all of us may not believe in the idea of the approach of Nnamdi Kanu, but coming out to say all those things he's saying is not acceptable. So let him be properly guided on his utterances.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your call. Now, this person is saying good afternoon to your guest, and allow me read this now. Wait, Solomon Asika from Mushin, he said, please, whether you are in support of IPOP or not, what I want the government to do is to unmask these unknown gunmen terrorizing the Easterners, because the government will accuse IPOP and IPOP will accuse the government and all of that. Do a disclaimer. That is what IPOP needs to do. That he said. Okay, it's okay. Thank you. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Great Edu, but right now I'm in Jesha Road. Great Edu. This is my brother, who claimed that is my brother. I want to ask him, now in Southeast, who is who is the founder of Petroleum in Southeast? Is Hope Uzodinma. Southeast was very peaceful until Hope Uzodinma came on board. Nigeria does use Hope Uzodinma to destroy, to disorganize Southeast. There are no two ways about it.
Okay.
My brother, I'm talking about Nnamdi Kanu agitation. What Nnamdi Kanu said is not happening to you. It's not happening in your face now. When he was telling us about all these terrorists coming to take over Nigeria, are you not seeing it now? Is it Nnamdi Kanu that caused what is going on in Niger State, where a terrorist take over the largest military camp in Nigeria with all the armory there? Are you not seeing it? Are you not seeing it in Southeast? Are you not seeing them in Southeast, killing your brothers and sisters, raping them? Are you not seeing them? Is it your mind that is causing them? My brother, I want to ask you, Igbo man is not good to be a president. In education, North and West, we are there. In commerce, we are there. In sports, we are there. In everything, we are there. We are number one. At the end of the day, we are not good to be a president. I come in there to my brother. I better look at.
Okay. Now you wanted to say something. Yeah,
I've lost my train of thought because he was really rambling.
he said a couple of things.
Yeah.
Igbo man is not good to be da. So who is now good?
But what I just want to say he's saying that it's not IPOP that is causing so all those videos of people that we see that they arrest, or the people in uniform who would say they're IPOP, Biafra National Guard, or what they call themselves, who are they? Are they government? Are they DSS or government?
Okay, you mean those ones with the side bush with the
so who are those? Simon Ekman, who? What are they? Is they government DSS? What those people do? Just they see the problem with the typical Igbo man like this man I just called now. You know the story of the ostrich, yeah? When he hides his head in the sand and covers his head like, oh, nobody can see me. But his body is out there. But the head is inside the sand, covered, thinking that nobody can see him. That's the problem with Igbo man. We are not ready to just tell ourselves the truth. It's too much. There's always sentiments, and we use sentiments above logic. we feel that we have been. This man is talking and saying that there's no all those people that the people you see videos online, people that the boys who come out to the market to come and shoot gun and everything. They look like DSS people. They look like government officials. I don't know people that live in the same area with women, the same. So you now want to take away you now want to say it's not being caused, and now you're saying the Nnamdi Kanu that saying he says Nnamdi Kanu came out. That is when the Southeast began to have issues.
Let me talk to this man. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Kamijude.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for your job.
Good afternoon. Talk to us quickly.
Thank you.
30 seconds.
I want to greet my brother who said that he's an Igbo man. that as for him that IPOP is a terrorist. I want to tell him that IPOP is not a terrorist because it's been in the court and they did not found them guilty of terrorism. Let me tell you, it was when Uzodinma was made governor of Imo State that all this problem come to be. And from Imo State, the whole problem spread to the whole Southeast. You understand me?
Yeah.
When soldiers they are doing their own thing in their own way with instructions given to them. You see, IPOP does not carry arms. They are not violent. They are very peaceful people. They know what they want and they know where they are going. You understand me? Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching for peace. And you can see today that he was given 15 count charges. And the whole thing was passed. And he was set free. He has no case to answer. And and they still hold him in the DSS office. Is it good?
All right. Thank you.
Brother, your name is Ebulevo. That is
okay. Some persons are saying you should speak Igbo so that they will get you. Okay, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Because of our time, we will continue this discussion. See, everyone, I will have you here tomorrow. We need to just finish this thing. We need to finish this thing tomorrow. Every other person, so many calls I couldn't take, but tomorrow, he will be here, back here. And I'm trying to see if I could get some other person again.
Okay.
If I could get a Yoruba man or another Igbo man. All right? Here. Let's talk. Right? It's beautiful. I love it. Let's just talk. Not be by argument, just not be Igbo man, not be. Let's talk about the facts, the issue on ground. That's what I want. So let's just take it easy. Calm down. All right? Tomorrow he will be here by the grace of God. Everyone, don't worry. Don't worry. By 1 o'clock we'll be here. I'll be here between 1 and 3. I'll be here. Just watch me. Just watch check your time. 1 to 3, I'll be here. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Thank you so very much. Tomorrow, if I know if you take a call today, call back tomorrow. Or if I didn't read your message, please repeat it tomorrow. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I'm out of here. Good afternoon to you.